It's the second evening going into this ground blind back on this ridge, and the conditions are really not all that great. It's 50-some degrees out today, not too much breeze. You know, it's only supposed to cool down into the upper 30s this evening and into tonight. So it's going to be, you know, for the last few days of December, it's awfully warm. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. You gotta be out there and you gotta try. You know, you're not going to get him staying at home, and these aren't ideal conditions. If it was about 30 degrees, 40 degrees colder, these deer would be feeding with a lot more urgency. And they just, you know, they can get by almost without feeding at all, just browsing here and there and picking a little bit. There's nothing in these conditions that are forcing them to feed. So we're just hoping that the buck, you know, it's his routine. He likes to come out into this field. He just drifts out into the field this evening, and if nothing else, hopefully we can film him. That's what I keep saying. You know, my goal is, if nothing else, to get some really good professional video of this buck before the season's over. So that's the goal. We'll bring you everything that we see this evening.
Right. I'm underneath the window.
Yeah, and probably the other thing too is they get you in a crossfire where they got two windows.
Yeah.
And they can see movement. Otherwise, it's harder for them to see movement inside these things. Oh, there he is. There he is. We got him.
I see him.
Got him?
Yep, I got him. Don't.
What's that?
Go easy now. He's looking. Oh. Boy, Bill, he's a giant. Stop. They killed it.
Well, that didn't work out the way I'd planned. Man, that was disappointing. You know, you've seen the footage of him. You probably don't know exactly what happened. There was a doe that got into about, I'd say she was 5 or 6 yards from the blind, and he was still out there at about 48 yards. I kept ranging him. He was coming straight at me. When he hit 40, I was gonna shoot. As soon as he gave me a 40-yard broadside, that was kind of my, you know, there's no point in forcing a shot prior to that. I felt like I could have killed him at 50, but what's the point of forcing a shot? You know, he's coming in, it's all good. But that doe, I don't know if she smelled where we'd walked in or if she smelled if she smelled us inside the blind or what, but she got kind of spooky, not like super spooky, but you know, I don't know, she was just too close. We couldn't really maneuver in the blind and do what we needed to do. Well, then the buck closes from 48 yards to like 25 yards in 5 seconds. It took him an hour to get from 80 to 48, and he went from 48 to 25 in 5 seconds, just at a dead walk. And it was just tough because he's crossing through windows, and when you're doing this stuff in a blind, you know, you just don't have the luxury of just being able to haul back and shoot the deer anytime you want to. You've got to get them in a window. And I was totally set up for one window. You know, that's the direction he was coming in at. It was all good, and then as soon as he came that quick and crossed over from one window to the next, it kind of left me without a plan, and I had to get another window open. Well, now that doe is, you know, 5 or 6 yards away, right next to the blind, and I'm opening a window. And you know, you can imagine how that went. He's not super spooked. You know, the doe is the one that spooked. She took him with her, and so we lived to fight another day. One thing, if there's any encouragement out of it, you know, two things I guess that I take out of it. One is really cool and probably met my #1 goal for the season, and that was to get some really clean professional video of this buck. I mean, just some really nice top-notch stuff, and we had him there for an hour. You know, and barring any camera difficulties, we've got some really stellar footage of this deer. And the other thing was, the other encouraging thing was the fact that he's growing his hair back, and we'll take a closer look at that. But I'd say it's about half length. The hair is about half as long as it should be, which means it's grown, you know, that much in just the past couple of weeks. We got until the ATA show starts on the 10th, so I won't be able to hunt the evening of the 9th or the 10th, and the season ends on the 10th. So I've got until basically the evening of the 8th of January to get back on this buck. So that's our mission now. I mean, very heartbreaking, as you can imagine. I mean, we've been after this deer. I've been after this deer for 3 years, and this is the best chance I've had. Unbelievable. Twice now in this season, he's just slipped through my fingers, you know, like water slipping through my fingers. But you know, it's just luck. If you look back on the season, I've had some really good luck, and you know, this moment tonight kind of brings everything sort of back into balance again, because it certainly wasn't real good luck. I mean, it was exciting. My nerves were worn raw by the time that deer was within bow range, I'll guarantee you that. But, well, we got the truck parked up here by the house. Got the dog barking, and Mike Sawyer came in and blew the field, what was left of the deer on the field. There were still some deer out there. He blew the field, we jumped in with him, and he dropped us back off the truck. So that's how we got back out. I don't think we did any permanent damage. He could be back again in a couple of days. So stick with us, keep watching, and I'm gonna keep after him.